budget burden to carry. Still, Rand Paul says it is a start. The Kentucky Republican and Tea Party favorite says he'll take it for starters. Senator, good to have you. This was not what you wanted, but you argue better than nothing, right?
Well, you know, I think we should cut even more. I think we need to cut $9 trillion. That would be freezing the budget for 10 years. But if we're going to get to $1 trillion, I think it's interesting that gridlock is actually going to lead to automatic cuts. So maybe if gridlock always led to automatic cuts, that maybe Congress's approval rating might actually go up.
But I'm wondering if these cuts are so automatic. You know, there's a move afoot by a couple of your colleagues to rescind, especially in John McCain's view, the defense cuts. What do you make of that?
Well, you know, I rarely agree with the president on things, but the president has come out and said he would veto any attempt to get rid of the automatic cuts. I think if we got rid of the automatic cuts, it would send a horrible signal to Wall Street and to the marketplace. We've already seen the marketplace jittery on Monday because there was no deal. I think if we come out and we abrogate our plan to have automatic cuts, I think you'll see Wall Street treat this very, very harshly, and I think it's a big danger. Wall Street has already said essentially that $1 trillion isn't enough, that we need $4 trillion at the very minimum. So I worry about having no cuts. And I think really the argument on defense is a false argument. Military spending will go up with or without these automatic cuts. It only goes up a little bit slower with the automatic cuts. We
should explain that the $500 billion in cuts, as you try to remind us, aren't cuts at all, is off of 10 years. The planned increases, this just shaves about $50 billion a year off of those planned increases, but still defense getting quite a bit of money. Having said that, though, why are you so sure that this sets the stage for potentially bigger things? Are you just assuming Republicans win in the fall and are more aggressive cutters if they take over in January?
I think it's sort of a have-to situation. It's not whether we want to have cuts, it's that we have to. What's going on in Europe is there's an imbalance between what they spend and what they bring in, and it's so dramatic that you have nations failing. People say, oh, well, America could never fail, but many smart people have predicted it's coming here. Erskine Bowles has said it's the most predictable financial crisis in our history, and it's coming this way. We have an imbalance. Our debt now equals our economy. We have a $15 trillion debt and a $15 trillion economy. Many economists say that's sort of the tipping point. But we will have to make more cuts. What I'm arguing for is let's make them now in a gradual fashion rather than wait until there's chaos, until we can't pay our bills, or until we destroy our currency to pay. I'd say let's start now.
All right, Erskine Bowles, the gentleman to whom you're referring, the co-chair of the Debt Commission. We'll talk to the fellow who was working on the commission with him, Alan Simpson, in just a minute. Thank you, Senator. As always, have a great Thanksgiving.